No delay.
But the delay
It's
never
a
for us.
delay.
I mean, it's gonna always be a delay on stream, but it's never for us. Ours always gonna be in real time.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to the podcast. Apologize for us not being present for last week. Had a lot of stuff going on, but we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live and in effect, and we are talking about the Marvel Secret Wars. We're going to have this discussion. But before we have the discussion, first, you got myself, Dynamite Wolf. You got King Crazy Fool. You have Blaze AD.
Yo.
You got
What it is,
Incognito in the building. What is going on? Hopefully, everybody having a happy hump day. Well, I
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Hump
everybody
day.
hopefully everybody having a good Wednesday though.
I don't know.
Everybody's
Just a
doing
little
okay.
bit of fuckery.
Doing well. You always got that to say.
He does. No.
Y'all part of the fuckery. Fuck y'all.
No, I'm not. I refuse
How
to.
you gonna say you not and you all and you?
I refuse
Fuck
to.
you. You started with the fuckery.
No, I didn't. I started with the truth. It's just what that is. Anyway, back to reality. Back to reality.
Back to life.
All right, we're gonna kick off the Secret Wars, y'all. We know how differently it was in the comic books, and how we just trying to figure out. We're gonna be discussing. Me and Chris is gonna get educated
Yeah,
on
basically.
it. Let me
I
say
know
it
I
right.
am. I know I am.
Let me say it right. Blaze and Dynamite is going to get educated on the Secret Wars with King Crazy Fool and Incognito, and then while we're discussing the comic books and go over them details, we're gonna give our own spin on how it's going to be done in the cinematic universe, since two of the key figures that's in the Secret Wars are gone in the cinematic universe.
Shit, one of the main ones. Captain America.
Yeah, so two key figures are gone from the Secret Wars in the cinematic universe, and we're curious to know how that's going to come into play, and how Captain Marvel is going to bring about the new Avengers whenever that comes about. But
Who did they home?
Incognito, King Crazy Fool, the floor is yours.
Who did they homework?
I didn't do
I
my
already
homework.
got the answer to that question.
Nobody.
All right.
You right. You right.
What do you know? Who knows about
Nothing.
the beginning?
Just for the viewers'
Yeah,
sake, pretend
exactly.
anybody watching don't know nothing.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So, do you know what the Secret Wars is?
Just explain
What the
us
secret is?
because you got to explain it to the people that's watching too. So just go ahead and explain what it is.
I mean, I
Exactly.
don't know where to start.
Start from the beginning. Whatever you think we need to know.
Exactly. Because y'all
But
don't.
okay,
nobody-
take it right now, and anybody in the viewers just pretend that nobody out there watching knows anything about Secret Wars or what it is or whatever. Never heard of it. So you explaining this to somebody for the first time.
Best way to explain it, Chris. Good job.
Where does the Avenger game start? But
The Avenger game is a whole new thing by itself. Like
The
Basically,
story started when the explosion happened and the humans was created.
the
Inhumans.
Inhumans.
The Inhumans was created.
So Terrigenesis.
Yeah, basically Terrigenesis, yeah.
Oh, so
That
the beginning of Secret
was
Wars.
AIM was responsible for Terrigenesis and how Modok was created.
All right, so basically, Secret Wars started when all of the multiverses crashed into the battle planet, basically. is the best way to say it without saying a whole bunch of bullshit that means nothing.
Okay. Where's this battle planet?
All of the, I guess, strongest people in all of the major players ended up in Battle Planet.
Okay.
Reed Richards, Scarlet Witch, Wolverine. I think Old Man Wolverine though. Maestro Hulk.
Yeah.
Just some weird ass people. A whole bunch of Thors, Doctor Doom, Black Panther, Namor. Basically, all of the Illuminati. If you don't know who the Illuminati is, it's like
Like Reed Richards, Tony Stark,
Namor.
uh, ain't
It was
Professor X
somebody
part of it?
different this go round. Yeah, Professor X and some other people, but they killed off a couple people. But what you really need to know about this is shit goes down in this. Like nobody's safe. But basically, Doom takes the Beyonders' power.
Dude,
Doom takes his power.
damn,
Yeah.
how the hell he managed that? I didn't know that.
Doom is fucking strong.
I know that, but Beyonder, though, man. Well, I forget the new Beyonder, the 616 Beyonder ain't nowhere near.
But you
strong
said
as the
so
old
when you say took his power, is it like he just like explain that to me? Like took it. Yeah, that can be actually a couple of that can mean a couple of
He
things.
killed. He thought he killed the Beyonder. Well, I kind of gave some shit away about the end of the story. Well, Doom thought he killed the Beyonders.
Okay.
Doom thought he killed the Beyonders, and the Secret Wars is basically they were trying to prevent the destruction of one multiverse. Is how the Secret Wars happen.
And Captain America was a Nazi.
Right.
He killed Black Widow.
So this all happened trying to prevent the destruction of a multiverse that didn't even get saved.
So what was the aftermath of that?
They all ended up on Battle Planet, and Battle Planet was like some dystopian.
Think of Battle Planet. You remember that planet that Superman went to before he came back? That he was fighting. Damn. What was
In
that
fact, that was a rip off of this shit. Like
Yeah,
the whole rewrite of DC. You know, the DC's whole redo
Yeah,
is
the
a whole rip off of Marvel's redo shit.
yeah,
Is a
Earth
whole
Prime.
yeah, it's a whole rewrite. It's a whole copy of this shit. This Secret Wars was Marvel's chance of a do-over.
Yeah. They're a do-over machine. Franklin Richards himself.
Owen Reese. Y'all
Reese, wasn't he the mutant?
Molecule Man.
Yeah. He ain't nowhere near as strong as he used to be.
Oh my God, they downplay his strength so much because without him, none of this shit. He's the reason why
Could be
the
recreated.
multiverse was destroyed in the first place, and they fucked. I'm moving too fast. But the battle world was this dystopian thing where Doom was God King Doom in here. And he had the power of the Beyonders, but he didn't really know how power. I think he was scared of his own power, or he didn't know how powerful he was. But everybody else did. He was strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Maestro Hulk ran
Yeah, I
his
know
own.
I know how strong he was. You know,
Yeah, I
Maestro
think
Hulk.
we've had talks
He was
about how strong he
Maestro.
was.
Yeah, Maestro was basically a evil version of Hulk. That's because he was
Who realized
was
how strong he was.
no, not only that, he had gamma poisoning too, and that was fucking with his mind.
Yeah, and then on top of that,
He got
Doom's
fixed though.
enforcers were all Thors from all over the multiverse. They all had Mjolnirs.
Oh, really?
Just let that sit in. Like they all were super strong Thors. They all had Mjolnirs, and they all were fucking badasses.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Bunch of fucking hammers flying around.
right. And they were all at
Hammer time.
Doom's
Yeah.
command.
Oh.
Yeah, they were all at Doom's command at Doom's will. And I forget like who all there were like 6 different zones, and then on the outside of the little world there was like zombies from the Marvel zombie verse, and there was Ultrons, and there was one other thing, some type of fucking sentient thing that killed random things, some alien thing. I don't even. It was like something that they didn't really touch on.
What? So it was something that wouldn't really worth touching on, or something they just saving for later?
No, it was just something that they mentioned in past, and it just killed shit that went outside the walls.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me stop this shit because I'm not paying attention. Now, what was really important about Secret Wars, and what I really don't understand, and what really has to happen in the movie verse, is I want to see Maestro Hulk.
Hang on,
it-
man. Hulk is so
No,
underpowered.
they have to do
movie.
Maestro Hulk,
Well,
bro.
they're gonna have a whole new Hulk because I heard what's his name got fired. What's his name? Mark.
Oh, for real? Ruffalo?
Yeah. Ruffalo. Well, remember, didn't they do that on was it Family Guy?
Everybody got fired though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So they finna do a whole bunch of recasting then, huh?
Man,
They better reclass Storm, goddamn.
So are they gonna
Hulks, though?
are they gonna recast, or you think they're gonna reboot again?
Or Hulk?
Like, you know, the whole Marvel thing.
They just gonna recast. I mean, but you know they got the stone, the Infinity Stone.
They not gonna recast that Black Panther part. I know that.
They gonna get at his sister.
I already know they did it in the comic book.
Yeah,
Made her
that's why I said
Black Panther.
That's why I said they're gonna go ahead and do that. That's probably about the best thing they can do right now.
Hold on, I'm looking up something because I don't want to get it wrong. It's an important fact. I had it in my notes, but I can't find it.
Oh no, I thought you even say you had it in your nose. Like, what now? You doing what? Doing what with your nose?
Oh, Doctor Strange was his second in command. That's what I forgot.
Oh, to my Doom.
Doctor Strange was Doom's second in command. That's how badass he was.
Oh, that's what's up.
God Doom. Oh shit! Excuse me.
So my question: how much of this was in the main storyline
In the movie?
versus no, the comics? How much of this was in the main storyline versus the other spin-off comic books that they do?
Everything I'm mentioning is all in the main storyline. I didn't mention anything in the spin-off yet.
You could just buy the Secret Wars omnibus, and it'll have all of them together. It'd be one book. Like most series that they like, even some of the old ones, you can just buy put it like safe in a certain series, like the Inhuman series. You just put Inhuman
Yeah, you know,
omnibus.
I think Mike was speaking
Yeah.
on, like, you know how they do like a bunch of what ifs that's not really shit that really just happened in the
No,
main.
he's asking when Marvel does a story arc like this,
You know,
like a
Yeah.
main story arc.
but they will do some
There's
what
put it-
ifs type
there's
shit.
satellite comic books like Ant-Man and the Wasp. They'll have comics that go with this story arc too.
Yeah, it's like say from the perspective of them characters, but they'll add them into their collection together, even though they belong to another collection.
Marvel-
Like say for instance, in I think it's World War Hope or something like that. Oh no, what was it? The Infinity Wars. When that was going on, you had to
Let's use
start
Civil
off
War
reading.
as the example, Pat.
Or,
Because
yeah,
Civil
Civil
War
War.
had like 200 comics to
Yeah.
go with that one comic, and
Yeah,
it
with the
had
Civil
like
War, I
Black
think it started-
Panther.
Yeah, I
It
think it
had
started off with,
Avengers. It had X-Men. It had
Fantastic
a
Four.
bunch of different
Yeah.
comics.
Yeah, because
Other
you
than
had to
just
start with like
Civil War.
Fantastic Four and read
Yeah.
read a few of them, and then it'll bleed into the Spider-Man series, and then you'll get to the Inhumans and all kinds of different shit.
Is that
lot
what
of-
you asking, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can if you have Marvel Unlimited,
They
that's what I
catalog that shit very well.
I think what was the other shit called for Amazon? Amazon has one too.
Comicsology.
Yeah, Comicology. They'll catalog the whole series,
Yeah.
and you can go in there and
It'll just tell you
just
what you need to
just
read.
read. It'll put it all in a line for you.
Yep.
Or if you got a good comic book store, the shit'll all be cataloged together.
Yeah, but well, me, I know I be needing to know because, like I said, I know that they do a lot of what ifs type shits that don't follow the main. You know, they kind of side like it's one comic where Thanos killed all of the heroes and he got Hulk as basically his pet. You know, so it's shit like that. You know, it's like following the main. You know, so that's why I be
Well,
getting.
basically, at the end of the Infinity War, Thanos killed everybody except I think it was the Elementals.
Yeah,
And,
Thanos killed. That's
and
why I
killed
like
everybody
Thanos.
except Adam Warlock. Then they went to confront Living Tribunal, and he kind of seen his powers, and then I think the Beyonder came and had Adam Warlock I think killed Thanos. Oh no, he had Living Tribunal become the new not Living Tribunal. Adam Warlock become the new Living Tribunal, and then they killed him. So they could take his power. Adam Warlock is one of the only main people that can stop the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm surprised they have not put him in the movie yet or the MCU. He's
If
like
that
he's
strong,
like
you know,
he's
it's gonna
like
take a lot to put.
I mean, but
you know,
he's
some
a
characters you
very-
really can't mess up when you get
he's
like they got
he's
a big
very
pedestal
main
like that.
component. He's a main component of that.
The,
Matter of fact, you remember that little
But can
thing
he?
that,
But if
Thanos
they
was
mess him
hovering
up,
on?
and what's that? Who was
Remember that
hovering on?
when Thanos? I don't know. Remember which movie it was? The one when he was talking to Ronan the Accuser. I think it was the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that would. Yeah.
When he was fighting, when he was talking to Ronan the Accuser, he that little rock he was floating on, that was supposed to have been the Adam Warlock was inside that in a like some kind of casket underneath him. He always keeps it with him.
Oh, okay. But I was saying, as far as some, I think they don't put some people in the movie because they don't want to mess them up. You know, because some people have this pedestal that you got to get them perfect, or it ain't gonna work.
Well, I don't.
If you
really
have,
count, I think I
if
count
you
the
have some
MCU
time
as a
to
whole
kill,
different multiverse. So I mean,
the
I don't
dude,
particularly count it as part of the shit that we know.
the dude comic that does comics explain has too powerful for the MC universe, the Marvel cinema universe. He does this thing where he explains the characters for DC and Marvel and Night Comics. This should be pretty interesting. When I had time, I'll check it out every once in a while. And the shit makes sense. Some of those characters ain't never making it to the movie.
I mean,
For that very reason.
You got to think about it. How much stronger is dude than Captain Marvel, Pat?
Who? Adam Warlock?
Yeah, how much stronger?
His powers just can't translate to the screen.
Okay,
Like,
so
yeah.
I was trying to make a point
Some
about
of
why.
those characters.
I was trying to make a
he's
point
like
of why
one
he's
of
not
them-
putting them in
He's
there.
like
What I'm
one of them
saying.
characters. He's as strong as he need to be.
Okay, so
Like-
what I'm saying is she was the strongest person in the Marvel universe, and
This
as far
one
as
of
movies
those-
go. So if they were to put him in there, he would be
It's
way
like
too strong for the
Apocalypse.
shit that's going on right now. So that's probably
It's like that X-Men movie with Apocalypse. Like, they made him look so bad. Apocalypse would have just decimated everybody on that screen.
See, it's reasons like that that some people not gonna be in the movie though.
Apocalypse was in the old show, Chris.
Hell yeah,
Fucking people up.
Them folk can fuck with him.
They couldn't do shit with him. They struggled.
Apocalypse was alive back in Egyptian days.
Yeah.
Like,
He
he
matter of
was
fact,
one
I
of the
think
first
he was
mutants.
the first mutant.
Yeah.
Speaking of right, I want them to put Omega Red in one.
I think he was in one of the
In what-
X-Men movies in
Doing what?
one of the first.
Yeah.
He was just
Apocalypse.
he was just in it. I don't think he really did it.
No, I want him to be in it. I'm talking about going in like he used to do on the cartoon.
I think they're gonna redo them X-Men movies.
So Omega Red used to get them folk hell.
I think it'll be a great disservice if they don't.
Yeah.
I think when this Secret Wars movie come out, they'll be in it.
Matter of fact, Omega Red and Apocalypse
Wolverine,
both used to get them hell.
that was my next part. Wolverine comes on the scene of this bitch with heated claws. Old man Wolverine. And that shit had me losing my shit because Wolverine is like one of my favorite Marvel characters.
Now he's one of my favorites out of kid, man. He was but you know what though? What I want them to do? I want them to put a real like Sabretooth. Like they ain't got Sabretooth right yet to me.
He was actually on this shit.
They get the
He was-
part right with.
I'm talking about his. You remember how they had him looking on the first X-Men? The way he looked. That shit looked raggedy.
Yeah, them X-Men movies were major disappointments to
So they have not got him right yet. For me, for
Everything
my
Marvel.
taste, they ain't got Sabretooth right.
Do you want your Rotel on top of your chips or it don't matter?
You put it on top. What you doing? Yeah, but they ain't got them man right yet. Though, so I want them to get them right. Do y'all think we're gonna see X-Men in the Marvel universe, the current Marvel universe?
I know we're gonna see
Yeah.
Storm. I know we're gonna see Storm at least.
You mean Beyonce?
Well, that's
Maybe.
please don't say that. It hurts my soul every time somebody mentions it.
Mention what? Every time they mention what?
Well,
Don't
that
say
looks
that.
like that's what's going to end up happening.
But what though? I'm missing what y'all talking about.
Talk about Beyonce playing
Oh
Star.
hell no. Mm-mm. And for that matter, they ain't got Rogue right yet either. Shit.
No, they don't got Rogue right.
So
They need to redo Rogue, start from the ground up, get her right.
They need to redo the
Need to
whole
get Sabretooth
X-Men
right.
The whole X-Men universe just needs to be redone. Period. That's just really what it was.
I think the only ones I'm digging is Wolverine, the Hugh Jackman. Like, I didn't like it at first, but he grew into that role. So he killed it toward the end. And then
He did. But
then they got Deadpool, right? But
all right, so
it's a lot of folk I ain't really feeling as far as X-Men go.
there was a whole lot of fighting in the beginning that I don't care to talk about because it was fucking stupid. It was just filler. But basically, Reed Richards that traveled into time to the battle world from I think it was the 616 universe,
Yeah.
met up with the current Reed Richards, and they plotted with the current Reed Richards. This shit sounds fucking confusing.
Is the Council of Reeds.
Right.
Council of Reeds,
But
like,
it
like
was
the
only
Council of
two
Ricks.
of them. Like, no, it was like a bunch of Reeds, and then I think something happened, and it ended up only being two of them left.
Yeah.
And they plotted on Doom's castle. Like, there was just like some elaborate plan where Jane Foster's Thor. Y'all know who Jane Foster was, right? We you know, the female Thor. She somehow convinced all the other Thors to turn against Doom and had them all fighting. And the one Thor was Odin, and he was powerful as fuck in this, like super powerful. But there was also God King Thor in this too. He was also on their side, and we all know how powerful he was. But they somehow got the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And somehow Doom and Reed ended up fighting, and Reed somehow convinced Doom that he deserved his power more than he did. And the shit kind of like the ending of this shit like boggled my fucking mind, because I was just like, is that how this shit gonna end? Reed, but this is Reed and Doom's relationship like the whole time they've been fighting each other. Is it not though? Reed convinced Doom that he was the better man.
Yeah.
So Doom gave Reed his powers, and somehow, I don't remember how Black Panther got the Infinity Gauntlet, but they convinced Molecule Man to somehow give Franklin Richards what he needed to restore all of the multiverses. This is how powerful Franklin Richards is. And this is why when people go talking all of that shit about how everybody in all of the animes will beat the shit out of all the comic book characters, and how we was having that conversation over the text. Franklin Richards restored every fucking multiverse with just like a wave of a few of his hands.
Everybody
And
that died.
listen, what brought about the destruction of every multiverse was Owen Reese. So these motherfuckers planted seeds of Owen Reese in every multiverse just so they could see if it did it again.
Yeah.
So Reed brought back Valeria and his ex-wife just so they could see if it all happened again. I mean, just so they could monitor the universes again. And then Black Panther destroyed. I mean, scattered the gauntlets, and I think he kept all but one stone and reset time just like that, none of this shit ever happened. And he said that he will force the humans into the space race because he see how the future will go.
Oh, not very bad.
No, not him, but Reed. Reed is going to monitor the multiverses just to make sure that this shit doesn't happen again. But I know it happens again because this is how the future is going right now in the comic books.
So it's like everything going what he saw.
Yeah. They're fucked. My bad, my mic cut off. And from Secret Wars, you get Dawn of X, House of X. You get the whole Kree. I think forget the people they're fighting right now. I think it's the Doterte or some shit like that. But yeah, I think the new comic arc is Empire, EMP, YRE. Yeah, the Kree and the Skrull.
They play a major role.
Yeah, a big role. Like the one that that was Young Avenger hulking is like they leader right now. Man, that motherfucker strong as shit. Yeah, she getting, man. I'm waiting on it to be over so I can renew my Marvel Ultimate. I'll be doing that shit like my Netflix. When it ain't shit going on, I turn that shit off.
So backtracking from that, out of everything that you just explained, how is all of this? And this is just the what if this is the direction that they're going. How is all of this going to fit into the
Hold on,
cinematic
Mike.
universe?
I forgot something. If they translate this to the I forgot one thing. Molecule Man did Miles Morales a favor and brought his mama back to life because he showed him some love. And that's a very important fact.
That they brought his mama back to life.
Yeah. I don't know why that's an important fact, but that was something that very tragic that happened to him, and shit like that don't happen to those characters. They don't to minority characters, but that was a very important fact to him, for him, and I'm sure that's gonna have something to do with the Spider-Man game.
Oh, okay. Now I want Mike to ask this question again because I wouldn't quite follow this. But I'm curious to know where you're going with it.
Well, no, because
This is gonna be a 3-part movie. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I understand that, and the movies that they're bringing out, they're going to bring out are most likely going to be like prequels and origin stories. That's going to lead up to the new Avengers. That's going to lead up to the new Avengers movies.
They've already been doing the legwork to this movie, I think. A lot. Just I don't know if y'all familiar with the series Marvel Agents of Shield,
Yeah.
but like that whole last season, they've been kind of like doing the Terra Genesis shit. The season before that, they did the whole Terra Genesis shit, and then that this previous season, I don't know if y'all watched it, but spoiler alert, they did a whole secret invasion of. They never named what invaded.
So what do you think invaded? What do you think invaded?
I'm pretty sure it was the Skrull or the Kree, but they say it's robots. They say it is robots that wanted to. First, it was robots. Then it was just aliens. But now they got this new show coming out, WandaVision, coming out on Disney Plus. And the whole kickoff for this Secret War shit was Civil War, right?
So when can WandaVision take place of Vision dead?
Vision didn't die. Vision was a robot, bro.
Well, yeah, good point.
Vision was a cyborg.
So they're gonna reboot his ass. Okay.
Well, see, the thing about that, and to everything that you're saying,
And you forget that Wanda is a very powerful witch
Yeah.
and mutant.
yeah, I understand that part. But I'm saying regarding how it's going to all come into play into the cinematic universe. Cause
I have no fucking clue.
Because if they're going that route, they're gonna have to also, and also if the Agents of Shield by far is tying into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It always does, though.
I don't know that. I haven't seen it, so
No,
I don't know.
the show was based on the Marvel movies.
So, for one, they have in the cinematic universe, they have to address the Inhumans and how the Inhumans came about.
They already did that.
Not in the cinematic
Not
universe.
in the movies.
Not in the movies. They didn't.
Well,
They
in
have
the
to-
show they did. I don't know.
Yeah, he talking about as far as the Marvel
I'm
Cinematic
talking about.
Universe
I'm
in the
talking
movies,
about how
though.
they. Yeah, I'm talking about
No.
how it's
Yeah,
all.
they ain't done that yet in the movie.
Yeah, they have not tied that in there yet. And then
Well,
plus,
that can be explained in a few seconds with the Terrigen crystals.
But see, they ain't talked about no Terrigen crystals in the movie. So they
They
gotta
talk
bring,
about-
they
they
gotta
ain't
bring
talking
all,
about none of
they
that.
gotta bring all that in some kind of way, and you know, because it's nowhere in the movie right now.
And then from the direction, it seems like they're going in the cinematic universe. It seems like that Captain Marvel is going to be leading the new Avengers.
Mm-hmm. Well, Kamala's supposedly coming into it now.
I
So
don't
Carol,
know.
Captain Marvel might not be around as much.
Yeah, I get that part, but they still going to have to introduce that look. They still
If they
gonna
go
have
the
to,
route I think they go, she'll be
Yeah.
leading the Ultimates and not the Avengers.
Carol
If they
Danvers.
go the route I hope they go, at least. Let me say that.
So Pat, why you don't think she's gonna be around though?
Well, I mean, because when Miss Marvel takes the what you call it, she pretty much
Hello?
You cut off, bro.
Do he know?
God?
my bad.
I don't think we got to hear anything you said, Pat.
No, my mic cut off. I forgot to charge it up.
She need to get fat too, Dom.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think Miss Marvel really led the Avengers, so if Cap not leading the Avengers, that falls to Falcon or
Yeah. Well, we
the
already
new
know
Captain
Falcon is
America.
gonna take the I think they already said Falcon's supposed to take the mantle. Wouldn't be surprised they bring Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. You know, their daughter was the last Captain America, I believe.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And she
Yeah.
is a fucking beast.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
is.
God. I can't wait till they unveil her
She got both their
in a
powers.
cartoon or something. Both of their powers and twice as strong as both of them.
That's what's up. I know that I know that Falcon was actually a Captain America. They did, comic or whatever, but did he get any power up?
No.
So I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
I might be the only person disappointed that he became Captain America because there's actually somebody that has
Like it
Captain
literally should have
America's
been Bucky.
powers
That's just
that's
me.
black.
I feel like that it should have been Bucky though, but I understand with the whole, brain stuff, whatever, brainwashing. But I still can't understand.
I think they might end up making Bucky White Wolf though.
I still can't wrap my mind around.
I would rather for Bucky be White Wolf than Captain America.
Well, I'm just speaking on.
Remember,
Falcon
I think
being
Siri
Captain
called
America.
him
That's
the
really
White
all
Wolf, didn't she?
Yes, she
They
did.
did.
But I'm just really speaking on Falcon becoming Captain America. Like it seems like he need a power up to be able to,
Yeah.
Like,
Did y'all hear
because
what
how
I
far
said?
can he really throw the shield? I mean,
There's a black person with Captain America's powers with a shield.
who that?
They call him Patriot. He was a young Avenger.
They call him Homelander. No, I'm tripping.
Motherfucker. I was like, ain't this about a bitch? A whole ass motherfucker with Captain America's powers still can't be Captain America. They gonna give it to a motherfucker with a bird.
But Falcon, I mean, like if he throw the shield, it's only gonna bounce off of maybe one. He can't really ricochet it.
He ain't strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Captain.
That's what I'm saying. He can't really throw. He can't really throw the
I'm like,
shield
there's
effectively.
a motherfucker with the same damn skill set Captain America had.
I just can't see Falcon do like. I mean, it's cool or whatever, but I can't really see him. I don't know. He can't really.
You checking? I ain't doing it.
I mean, he just he's the regular human. Like he has human strength. Like, I mean,
I'm sure they gave him like some enhanced armor, like the armor he had.
he needs some enhanced a lot of shit.
Well, see,
They
that's
need
the
to just
thing.
make him Iron Man or some shit.
Well, see, that's the thing that I was kind of. That's the thing that I kind of wanted to. That's one of the main reasons why I kind of want to have that discussion because it's so many things that they're going to have to do differently from the cinematic universe. Since ain't no Iron Man and ain't no Captain America, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things they're going to have to do differently. Like, for instance, to me, I feel like the only person who can possibly replace Iron Man is Ironheart. They will have to bring her into the picture.
Yeah.
They would definitely have to bring her into the picture. Like Patriot, like you can have Patriot, you can have Falcon train Patriot, and I know that might sound awkward, but you know what I'm saying, bring him on board with the Avengers since Falcon is already an Avenger, and he's been there for a while. And then they have to introduce him as America.
Well, didn't they make a Young Avengers movie?
They made a Young Avengers movie, but they never introduced the heroes
cartoon.
They made a movie. It was a cartoon movie. And most of the heroes that I brought up, it kind of like spins off of that Marvel Rising show that they did on Disney.
Oh yeah, I did see it. Yeah,
It's like that Marvel
yeah, it wasn't
Rising
that
show that they
bad, but
did
it was
at Disney.
it just was like an afterthought. The comic book wasn't that bad though. For the Young Avengers, like they actually had some dope ass powers too. Cause Scarlet Witch's son, Wiccan, man,
But you know what
I
though,
think
Mike?
they actually killed him. Matter of fact,
Mike, as far as the Iron Man go, what do you think? Why do you think that? Well, this is just you remember from Iron Man 3, the little boy that helped Tony Stark out when he was, you know, he brought him to his house and shit. Then at the end of the movie, Tony Stark gave him a bunch of little shit, hooked up his little, you know, shit in his shed. You know that same guy was out there at the end of when Tony Stark died at his home going. You know, when everybody was standing outside. That boy, he was out there. So I wonder, are they trying to tie him into something like that? As far as
It's
like
a
another Iron
possibility.
Man.
It's a possibility they could.
I don't see, because it was a guy out there that I think that was him, but
That was him.
yeah,
That was the boy that you mentioned.
I don't see any other reason for them to bring him back when Tony Stark, you know, in that movie after Tony Stark died, like after they just had that one thing in Iron Man. So I mean, I feel like he's there for a reason.
Well, I can hear that, but I hear you on that part. But I would also like to see, like, for instance, like how Ironheart comes into the picture. You know, because Pepper is still pretty much running Stark's Industries basically.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, and how Remy came into the picture, she's already like very smart and intelligent, and she built her own suit already. You know what I'm saying? The girl already built her own suit, and saying that she caught Pepper's attention, and you know, somewhat Pepper takes the girl under the wing and all of that shit, things of that nature.
Have they hit her at all?
No, they haven't. No, they haven't hit her in the cinematic universe.
I guess that wouldn't be too hard to bring her in though. Just like that, like you just said.
no, they literally can do whatever the fuck they want. They clearly did that shit with the X-Men movies. I'm gonna need a redo of them bitches.
I'm gonna need a redo too. Like I'm gonna need a redo on the characters though.
No, I'm gonna need a full damn like new picture. Jonathan Hickman gonna need to produce or something, cause I don't know who the fuck that
they just need
damn
to scrap Rogue all the way.
No, they need like I can't.
Yeah, my bad.
That shit was like
Scrap
once
Rogue.
they started doing bad, like it wasn't no coming back. Like that
What
shit
did
was just ass.
X-Men.
Oh man.
Listen, my top from watching the cartoon when I was a kid, man. My top X-Men were Wolverine, Rogue, and Gambit. Those were my favorites. So like,
No, we can't leave out Archangel.
Why I ain't saying he? I'm just saying like my personal favorites. Like those
all
are my
them
personal
X-Men
favorites.
was cold. Like if they was on the X-Men team, they was on the team for a reason.
It's no way you bought Rogue. Like I just don't understand why they did Rogue like that though. Like that was one of my favorites. And she ain't said sugar not one time in the movies.
They did make Rogue look soft as fuck in that damn movie.
She was, man. They did my girl wrong.
Rogue was supposed to be like a Southern Belle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I said, Mike, she didn't say sugar. Not, how many times she said sugar in any of the movies, Mike? Not one. Man, they did my girl wrong. Gambit, I don't think
They've been talking about a Gambit movie for years, but
me and Pat was just talking about
that need to
when they
happen
was
too,
gonna
then,
make
Mike.
Gambit Omega level soon.
They need to get one in for
this
real.
universe.
Gambit cold. So they need to.
They was just talking about making a Gambit movie.
They need to. And they better do them right too.
They need to just not make a Gambit movie because it's gonna piss me off. Let's just leave Gambit alone.
So they were my top 3 X-Men when I was a kid, man. Wolverine, Rogue, and Gambit. I love them. They were my top
Listen,
3.
that last Wolverine movie was dope though.
Yeah, he killed that for real. Now you think that they gonna bring him back in somewhere in the
Who,
new
Jackman?
just
No,
as
they
a
need to
I'm talking about
just
just as
No.
just as like a
Like a cameo.
yeah like a cameo or something.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's a
I think they need
possibility.
to. You think that they'll keep Stan Lee as a watcher?
They should. I mean, that's basically what it's been like. He was in all of the movies.
I think they should just not.
I mean, but it fits.
I mean, it
It
does,
really does fit.
But didn't they kill the Watcher
What up,
at
Matt?
some point?
I think Thanos kills the Watcher.
Yeah, I think that.
Max said, "What's up, y'all?"
What up, Mac? I don't have my chat up.
Yeah, my bad. I'm bad.
But you say Thanos killed the Watcher?
Yeah.
Listen, Rogue was ass in the movie.
Man, yeah. You so right.
Rogue was
You
stir
so
fast
right.
shit in the movie.
To my Anna Paquin, whatever her
Man,
name is.
Damn it. Scrap Rogue.
Man.
They need to scrap
Man,
Rogue.
You see, you talking about Rogue, but
I'm just speaking on Rogue because that was my favorite. Like I told you, them are my top 3. Them are my top
Listen,
personal
I'm
favorites.
not gonna talk
So
shit
that-
on the
so that's the
newer
only reason I'm
X-Men
speaking on
movies, 'cause
Rogue.
They kind of had stir-fry shit when they got to it, but man,
you know,
Like I
Who
said,
do y'all
Rogue.
think should replace
Rogue.
Wolverine?
Oh,
they said I thought they already said they had somebody to replace them.
I'm not gonna say nobody should replace him. I'm just gonna say whoever they replace him with better come with their shit because he played the fuck out that role.
I think Carl Urban would be a good ass Wolverine.
I mean, I understand y'all talking about y'all favorites, but to me, I feel like they just need to redo the whole fucking movie, the whole series, every day.
Come on, the X-Men
The
Wolverine
Wolverine series?
This shit need to just
He
die.
talking about Wolverine. He ain't talking about.
No, I'm talking about. I mean,
Talking about the X-Men in
to
general.
me, the X-Men in general, it needs to be direct. It needs to be a direct descendant of the damn cartoon. It needs to be direct.
you know what, Mike? I actually agree with you on that,
know
Mike.
they finna continue the cartoon, right?
Well,
I don't
hope
think.
so.
I don't
Mike,
think the
I do-
X-Men movie need to be a direct.
I
descendant
do
of the
because then
cartoon.
they'll get Rogue right.
It just needs to
Bruh,
fit in with the,
the
MCU.
cartoon-
That's it.
The cartoon will never fit in with the MCU. That's the problem. The
That-
MCU
Yeah.
is not anything in touch with the cartoon or the comic book.
But see,
It'll
I'm
never
see-
be. In
So you agree with them
conjunction
doing Rogue the way they
I'm
did?
referring to like character.
I don't.
I'm referring like characterized, like how
Like how
Cyclops
you
and
don't-
Wolverine both had their thing for Jean. You know what I'm saying? On how much confliction.
Oh, you talking about
and all
that three-
stuff
that fabulous
was still
three-way?
going- Not only just that, but just the relationships of the X-Men. You know what I'm saying? Their relationships and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? How they wasn't a team at times, and then how they came together as a team during certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
And how Rogue don't even have a southern accent. Like, come on, like.
I mean, she don't have a southern accent. She barely used her damn powers.
Exactly, yeah. It's shit like that.
Yeah, and then it's just a lot of.
But
shit,
she was
man.
like that in the comic book, though. She barely used her powers on purpose.
But then you had her like she was following Wolverine around. Like, come on now.
she
she
was
wasn't
like that in the
studying-
comic
she-
book.
She was. No, she wasn't, Robert. I don't remember that. I don't even.
In the
remember none of
beginning,
that.
she followed Wolverine around in the comic book.
So you saying that the movie Rogue, that's the right Rogue? That's what you saying? That's what you saying to me right now?
I mean, she may have not. It may have not been like that timeline, but yeah,
Hell no, she's some bullshit.
I agree with you on that one, Chris.
Y'all trying to make the cinematic world be dead on to the comic book, and I agree with y'all. I thought it was some bullshit too, because I'm a big, huge. Nobody's more of an X-Men fan than I am. I hated them fucking movies, but the details y'all trying to get them to write, no.
Max say Storm, Rogue, and Iceman always booty in the movies, and I agree wholeheartedly.
Listen,
I agree
I
with
don't
you.
think they ever gonna make Iceman right, because he's an Omega level mutant.
And in the movie, what was it?
That boy
Bitch.
rematerialized out of the moisture in the air.
That man was a bitch in the movies.
We on Facebook tonight, right?
Nah, we on YouTube.
No, YouTube.
Oh, anybody on Facebook can debate with me on it.
I said,
That man will never be right in the fucking movie. They still can't get
evidently
guys
Rogue
right.
won't either.
Any gay.
Yeah, he is. He gay. Yeah. I mean, how long? Can we say gay? I don't know if we can
Why
say gay.
can't you say gay?
I don't know. We might upset some people.
Gay means happy, and people are gay. It's not a bad word.
So Iceman is happy.
As long as you
We
don't
just
use
gonna
it
say
in a negative way.
Iceman has a.
He is, in the great words of Mel Brooks, fagalith.
You know what? I can't stand you motherfuckers.
I'm not going to upset no people neither. I'm just saying that he's a part of the LGBT community.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's the best way to put
You're
it,
not
Mike.
making it no better.
But he
You wasn't
made
trying to-
it
was they
politically
upsetting
correct,
somebody?
and that was the right way to say it.
You know what? I'm muting my mic. Can't take you motherfuckers nowhere.
You can't get mad at saying it the wrong
I mean, he said it the right way. I said it all wrong. But yeah, give me a right Rogue. She got to at least say sugar at least one time in the movie.
She needs to be a Southern Belle.
They just had me all messed up with Rogue, man. That's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
hey,
man.
Matt. Hey, Matt, you listening? Hey, how about they get Lacey Evans to play Rogue, since she already got that Southern accent and stuff?
Alexa, stop.
Matt would probably cuss my ass out if I said
Can
that.
you finish that? Whenever
You
you get
talking
a
about-
chance.
You talking about the wrestler
Yeah.
to play
I
Rogue?
got a response or something.
She got a Southern accent, and she already got a move called the women's right, which is a punch. And Rogue
I'm
used to foul motherfuckers.
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
talk to
Hell
Matt,
yeah,
and
he
I'm not
did.
gonna talk to you peasants no more.
Man, how you feel about that?
Why is
He
that?
said, he said
We
who?
call
Lacey
something
Evans.
racist?
He talking about Lacey Evans, the
He
wrestler.
finna laugh his ass off. He probably finna cuss me out.
He said who? I'm trying to see if he know you talking about. He must didn't
Matt
hear
know what I'm
you.
talking about.
He must didn't hear you,
Matt
maybe.
Matt probably finna cuss my ass out.
Probably for good reason.
He said no.
I mean, why not? She's a Southern Belle.
I don't know who they
You
get,
got-
man, but I just know that they gotta come on with it. They need to
I
scrap.
gave you the light.
All I know is I want the Rogue that's in the movies now scrapped. That's all I know. I want it
I want
jumped.
the X-Men scrapped. Period.
You want the what?
I want
The
the
fuck you
X-Men
say?
scrapped.
They can bring it back as in.
You said scrapped.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
scrapped.
Mute your
Talking
mic.
about, like,
he wanted scrapped. I want it scrapped too. Shit. Look how they
You want it
did.
scrapped like
I'm
never,
saying,
never to exist
my
again?
No, like start over.
Oh, see, when you say scrapped, you mean like
Well, I want
Never
Rogue scrapped though.
exist.
I want Rogue scrapped. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't care if Rogue ain't never in an X-Men movie ever again.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm talking about the old one. I want a new one. I want it done right.
I mean, fuck her character. She ain't that important.
Yes, the hell she is to me. Damn it.
wow.
I want
You
in one.
gotta- So you bust out. You just gonna up and say Rogue is not important.
He talking shit.
I
He-
didn't say she wasn't important. I said she ain't that important. She
I mean,
not.
that's just basically saying that she ain't important, Robert.
Well, I want a
I
new
said
one, and I
she's
want it
not
done
that
right.
important.
Robert.
I mean, if they
what
not
makes
gonna
the
do it
difference,
right,
They can do it
might
on the
as well-
films.
They,
They
might
can
as
do it
well
in the
not have her
direction.
in there.
They can do it in the direction they had Old Man Logan
Shit,
movie.
they haven't did the X-Men right in general. Shit. They did the X-Men no justice. Period.
Logan was cool. I like the Logan movie. That
I
was
mean,
cool.
if they can do Mystique right, they can do Rogue right. They
Yep,
laid
true.
Mystique ass out.
And I want them to do it right. That's all I want. I just want them to quit that bullshit.
Man, I
Little
just
crying
want them to do that. I
Little
just
crying
want them
little
to do the
girl
X-Men
trying to
right.
go get the cure and all this bullshit. Nah.
If they can
want
do Wolverine right, if they can do Warren Worthington right, they can do Rogue right.
I lost hope in this series.
I didn't.
I have. I lost hope in it.
What about this new one? I haven't seen what's this last one? What's the name of it? The one with Jean when she what's the name of the movie? The very last X-Men movie that came
You
out.
mean the one where you talk about
X
Phoenix?
Factor.
No, the movie.
You talk about Phoenix? Dark Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix. Yeah, I haven't
That
watched
shit
that
was
shit.
fucking horrible. Don't
haven't-
watch it. Just put that shit in a little bitty box.
It was
But
horrible.
see, but that's what I'm talking about, though. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And
They
you're
had a
disagreeing
fucking.
with me.
So-
You're disagreeing with me about that.
So
That wasn't even an X-Men movie. I don't know what the fuck
but
that
it was
So what-
related to the
so what are
X-Men,
y'all
though.
like? So what did they do wrong?
It was. It
Like,
was a
Everything.
Phoenix movie. It wasn't an X-Men
Everything.
movie. I don't know what the fuck that
That
shit
man
was.
said everything.
That was some shit.
Everything.
That
movie-
was better than the last X-Men movie to me.
Fuck that. Hell no. All of this shit.
So
all of this shit.
it was no good takeaways from it. Like
It wasn't nothing good about that movie.
What?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
how they follow up Logan with some bullshit.
You asked Fox that bullshit.
They actually made that movie before the Logan movie.
You asked them. I took
Hmm.
shits better than that damn movie.
Damn, Mike.
Damn.
They made that movie before the
that-
Logan
said
movie.
that
and
hate.
held on to that shit for that long. That's
Mike
how
took
bad
that
it
shit to
was.
another level.
Good night,
Shit.
boo.
I'm just saying.
That man said he took a shit better. It had better writing, better. Your shit had better cinematic direction than the movie.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that's funny. What the man say? He said, Max said it was one good scene when Jean made Professor X go up the stairs. See,
You ain't right, man.
he said that was the highlight of the movie. What do you mean I made him go upstairs?
I know the scene he talking about. He ain't shit.
I'm at to go find.
Matt said it right.
Well, I'm at a.
About
So what happened with the?
that movie? What that movie on the damn man?
What
I'm
happened in
just
that
glad
scene he talking about?
It ain't even worth mentioning.
It ain't worth bitching at
See,
all.
now I gotta go watch the shit.
I
It ain't
mean,
worth.
watch the shit. It ain't. It's not.
Chris.
No, it's
do
horrible.
not-
Don't watch
do
that shit.
not.
How you
That
talk
is
yourself
like,
out of it right then?
That is like 2 hours of your life that you would not get back.
Did y'all hear Robert talk himself out of it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I'm trying to be a Marvel fanboy for the movie, but it's not worth watching. Don't waste your time.
I can't believe they did.
I don't see why you doing it. I don't understand why.
Damn.
Don't watch it. That shit was trash.
I'm a Marvel fan too, but I recognize when some shit is some shit.
That
And
man
that's
said,
exactly what it is.
that man said he took shits. Good shits.
They basically
That
tried to
cool.
hurry up and make that movie before they sold it. Before they sold the rights to it. That's what happened.
That includes the damn X-Men movies too.
Mm.
Hey, shit don't make no damn sense.
Yeah,
includes
that X-Men
includes the
Age of
X-Men
Apocalypse shit was fucking, man. That movie
talk-
would have been good. No, let me preface. That movie would have been good had they done something with Apocalypse.
But see, the thing
I
is,
swear to
bro,
God.
you're talking about.
He was way underpowered.
You still talking about one movie.
Hell,
The
even
whole-
Thanos was underpowered, honestly, because
I
he could do
said
more than
that
just
X-Men
muscle.
series, like they just rode a dead horse the whole fucking time. It
Apocalypse.
ain't they.
Apocalypse
they
had most
fault
of his
they-
power when he was inside Charles' head and he made himself big. That was like, I think that was like the strongest thing he did in that movie. Make himself big
And they
inside of a
only
dream.
touched on like maybe 2 of Apocalypse's powers. That man got like a 10 skill power set. They touched on 2.
Yeah, you forget what's it called. He's a fucking eternal.
That man damn near immortal.
Yeah, so like Mike said, then scrapped. If anybody listening out there, we need a reboot of everything. Start from the top.
I think they working on it for real. I
That-
think they working. I think
They
this is
might
their
be
way to
And bringing it
to
into the new Marvel
reintroduce
universe.
the X-Men to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think they're going to do try to redo this Inhuman shit too. Because that Inhuman show was fucking god awful. Whoever produced that shit need their ass whooped.
I'd rather not speak on that.
What is that show? I gotta look.
Oh God, man. All right,
I
can
just
we,
don't
can-
just
can
don't
we-
understand
can
how
we talk
2
about-
shows
let's-
could be
let's talk
polar
about
opposite.
something- Let's just talk about something good, because the more I'm talking about all this bad shit in Marvel is pissing me off. It's literally just pissing me off.
Well, let's
Because-
talk about the new what came from the Secret Wars.
Oh man.
Well, let's not talk about what came from the Secret Wars. Let's talk about y'all actually fucking reading the Secret Wars. Goddamn it.
Well, talk about how we need to get started.
Yes.
Well, I got a million questions. What do y'all think about Legion?
I don't know if I want to read the Secret Wars.
Legion?
now that you
Yeah,
told
what do
me
y'all
about it.
what do y'all think about Legion?
The movie.
Oh,
Well,
talking about the show?
the show and the character. What do y'all think about?
Yeah, if you don't know much about him, you ain't gonna know what's going on. He
I mean, I
very
know he
complex
got multiple.
character.
I know he got multiple personalities and shit. But I mean,
he got thousands.
Yeah, I'm saying, each one of them got their own little power and
I
shit.
feel like
I know
identify with
about
very
him, but
much
you know.
right now.
So what do y'all think about the show though? Y'all think that the show actually do him some justice?
Yeah.
I
That's pretty
think the
much how
show
he is.
does him more justice than you would believe.
Yeah.
So why y'all think that they ain't brought him into no movie?
They made a whole damn show after him.
I mean, like into the Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe though, rather than just taking it to a show.
How do you give a man with infinite amount of powers a power set?
Well, you know what?
That's
it's
like-
probably best that they did do that in the series because
That's
then
like
he could
giving
actually
Franklin
use-
Richards a power set too.
I
He
think
can
it's probably
have
best they did
whatever
in the
power he
series
want.
because whatever show, whatever happens on the show that day, his power for whatever personality could fit. So I guess that was best to do a series versus a movie because it'd be too much to put in a movie. So that's probably why they did that.
Yeah, Stan Lee used to have this one series, and they didn't keep doing it. It was like a little shorts, and
Yeah.
he had one character named Mosaic, and it was Raw that whatever, like I think it was either stained glass or paint or whatever the motherfucker saw, he could become it. But could you imagine like just doing a whole damn movie on a character like that? Or a TV show? Like that shit would cost millions just to produce some shit like that.
Yeah.
Just one scene.
The script.
You know
would
what I'm
have-
saying?
The script would have to be like crazy.
Yeah. Some characters just cost too much to produce
Yeah.
on a big screen. Like you can probably do a cartoon, and I'm actually glad Legion got some play, and
Yeah.
and they actually doing something like comic book trajectory with him. Cause he's a real strong comic book, like he's omega level comic book, and usually those type of characters they just kind of toss them in the comics, and you never really hear about them, but in the
Mhm.
comics, unless they like the big names like Iron Man or Batman or fucking Superman.
Now y'all know somebody that I don't think got any real justice in one of those Marvel movies. Well, it's X-Men movies really. Darwin on the First Class.
Oh, it's a lot of people
Like,
that
do y'all
will
do y'all feel like they really didn't do Darwin any justice at all in that movie, considering what his abilities are? Like, I think
It's a bunch of them you'll never hear about. Dupe, that little blob motherfucker. Me and Pat was just talking about that motherfucker.
Dupe. I don't think I know much
Yeah.
about Dupe.
Just look him up. I'm not gonna talk about it because I want motherfuckers to actually go and explore in the comic books. Because I think when people go and look shit up, you find other shit. But some of these characters, like when you go and look them up, you find other characters and shit. Like Duke is one of those characters. He's another Omega level motherfucker that
Okay, look,
they
look,
just
look.
found in a closet.
That
They
man
found
like
this
a kiwi.
motherfucker in a closet in the X Mansion, and this motherfucker creates little galaxies and shit.
This man like a kiwi.
Yeah, he just looked like a little damn alien and shit. Just read his backstory.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo some researching on him. But I was thinking about Darwin in that let's say X-Men First Class, and his body actually evolves to shit reactively. How did he actually die from what's the name putting that radiation in his mouth, whatever the hell he put in the damn mouth?
I ain't hear you. My controller turned off.
I was talking about Darwin in that X-Men First Class movie. You know, his powers is how he evolved. How did that man die by putting some shit in his mouth?
Did you say Darwin?
Yeah, Darwin.
Hold
He
on.
talking about on the First Class movie.
DARWIN. X-Men First Class movie.
You actually watched this shit?
Yeah.
What you say?
But I was talking about that specific mutant in that movie.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, it's crazy how he died though. You know. But anyway, like I said, they don't do a lot of no real justice in some of these movies.
But like part of that is just on purpose so you can go explore on the website. Like Marvel probably has one of the most in-depth wikis for their characters.
Mm. Yeah, like Mike said, some shit need to be scrapped, redone.
Like I think they just had a fight between Blade and Wolverine, and on our Blurred group on Facebook, we had a big ass argument about who would win.
So who do you think will win?
I already know who would win.
Who is that?
Wolverine. He got more fight training. And he's like fucking 500 years old. Like, dude been fighting for 500 years. Who the fuck you think gonna win?
I don't know. Jackie been fighting for a long time. I mean, he been fighting right or the right people.
Dude been an assassin for 500 years.
Yeah.
Who you talking about, Robert?
Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Even if he been an assassin for circa 350 years.
I mean, I know Wolverine will win. I'm just saying. I don't think it's because of how old he is the reason he would win.
I'm just saying he's been trained in damn near every martial art. They said the only more skilled fighter in Marvel is Shang-Chi.
Which a movie's supposed to be coming out about him, right?
I think so.
Right, and speaking of Shang-Chi, do you know they just gave that motherfucker the ability to multiply?
Yeah, but this is the question I gotta ask again. Is this part of the main universe or spinoff?
This is the current universe right now.
Yeah, the current one is Earth 616.
This is some shit that's going on right now. Like
Earth
like
616 is what Franklin created. It was the reset button. When everybody died, he put them there.
When did Morbius movie supposed to be coming out?
I don't know. I think New Mutants come out next month on Blu-ray and shit.
like currently in the comic book they fighting for the galaxy. And they gave Shang-Chi the ability to multiply, and they sending this motherfucker into places to assassinate motherfuckers. This shit's so fucking funny. They basically sending him as IEDs.
Yep.
They like, you may kill one of these motherfuckers, but you ain't gonna kill 100 of them.
That's crazy.
Who y'all think will win in the fight between Morbius and Blade?
Oh, Blade already beat him in a comic
Yeah,
book.
I was gonna say Blade already.
Blade
Blade
beat his ass.
already beat him a few times.
Yeah, Blade beat him in the comic book, beat him in the cartoon.
I ain't know.
Yeah,
You trying to test my
cartoon on
comic
Disney
book?
Plus.
You trying to test my comic book shit?
No, I was just trying to see because I didn't know that they fought. You know, Blade.
The new
you know, I done been Blade for the
the new
past 3
DLC
Halloweens,
on the Switch version.
I'd have been Blade for the last 3 Halloweens, so Blade, that's my guy.
I watched the first 2 Blades at like 2, 3 this morning.
I didn't really
On
like
Hulu.
the last Blade though. They could have did better with that one.
Oh, I like that shit. That shit was funny.
They could have did
My,
better. I think
my
they coulda
man
did better.
walking around with the "fuck you" name tag. That sound like some shit I would do.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite one was the second one.
Yeah, the second one was dope.
Yeah, but I didn't know that he had already killed him. I mean, fought. I didn't know that. Yeah, I made it sound like he did beat his ass too. Did he put up a good fight?
I don't think he killed him. I think they let him. Did Spider-Man save him? Did Spider-Man show up to save him?
Did he at least put up a good fight?
Who talking about more?
In the last one,
Yeah.
Yeah, he put up a decent fight.
Okay.
I'm concerned about this new Blade. Though.
Oh, you talking
Man.
about Marshawn? I think what's his name? Mark. I forgot his name. He looks the part. He played Cotton. He played shit out of Cottonmouth in Luke Cage though.
He did. I guess I can't see it yet. I just don't see it
See
yet.
him as Blade, I don't know. It's gonna look different.
I mean, it's going to be different, but
What is his structure like? He don't even look muscular. Like
He got an
more of a
okay
slim
physique.
frame.
Yeah, he kind of a slim rip.
Yeah, I had to see. I don't know.
I'm definitely going to have to see. But we'll see, man. I'm still pissed off that they just did how they did Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Iron Fist. I'm just still upset about that too. And Luke Cage was getting good.
It was.
Now, do y'all think they're going to bring them on the damn Avengers game?
I would like to see it. I would love to see Blade on any game. Since they took away Omega. That was the only character I was really using on Omega.
They starting to redefine what Omegas are now, so the list has gotten smaller.
Oh, you talking about for the Marvel, for the new Marvel series?
Yeah, so they kind of.
That's going to be interesting. Robert here, or Robert stepped away?
I think he may have glitched
I'm
out,
back.
maybe.
He must be on. He must be talking.
I'm back.
He must have cut off. His controller was cut off again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you anyway.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Yeah, the list is gonna get much smaller. It's gonna be interesting to hear the fanboys on the Blurred group.
Mm-hmm.
So, where y'all think this Avengers game going?
That's a good question, especially when especially when the ending showed the Kree ship.
I told I was gonna take a break on today. Till they drop more content for it.
I think it's going exactly where the story is going in the comics.
Talk about when the humans first appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they do, and they do it right. We'll have a lot of content to look forward to. Keyword, if they do it right.
See. From what I hear, we're supposed to be able to create our own gear and one of the next big updates or whatever.
What, craft our own gear?
Yeah.
I didn't know, but I just found something. Now I'm a big Blade fan of the movie, right? So I just found a deleted scene that I did not know ever existed for the first Blade movie. In the deleted scene, Morpheus is actually at the end of the Blade movie.
Yeah.
It's a deleted scene. I never knew it existed. They show Morbius on top of a building, looking at Blade.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
He was supposed to be the villain in the second movie.
I didn't even know that. I ain't never. This first time I'm seeing that. When she looked up to the man on the clock, and then they look over there and see Morbius on the building. Why did they not follow up with that? And they went to him fighting what's that man's name? Shit, I forgot dude's name he was fighting in the second one. They were beating his ass. That would have been a fire-ass follow-up, though.
It's a lot of stuff that you really find out when you go back and watch it.
Like this is I've never seen an alternate ending to that movie. I just saw, because I had the movie, so I just saw the movie that I had. Yeah, I've never seen that deleted scene with him on top of the building. That's cool. They should have followed through with that.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, that man took out his sword. You figure what his ass was.
What'd you say?
He talking to the movie.
Oh.
I was watching the deleted scene when he looked over and saw Morbius and reached for his sword, like he was gonna fight right there. Man, they should have followed up with that. That'd been cool to see.
Who knows? The new Blade might show up in the Morpheus movie.
Well.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Some people are also saying that since he's the new Blade, they asked if they're gonna have Wesley Snipes playing Whistler instead.
That would be cool if he, well, not just the Whistler, but I mean, that's what the role he took.
That would be cool.
If he don't play Whistler, I hope they give him at least a cameo. They let Wesley Snipes do a cameo for it. It would be cool. All right, it's coming close to the top of the hour. We got anything else to discuss before we wrap up?
Nah, that's
Robert,
pretty
you got
much, we
anything?
actually talked quite a bit.
Yeah,
Rob, you got anything else you want to do before you wrap up?
No, I'm good.
Very informative.
You know what? You sound like you touching on something right now, and I'm just not interrupt you no more. Like you,
All right,
you sound
I'm
like
not
you
gonna
really
interrupt,
know
I
something.
promise. I'll be good.
No, I'm talking about Robert.
Oh.
Robert, I'm saying Robert sounded like he touching on something because he sounded so nice and polite. It sounded like he was just rubbing on something on the side. Like, no, I don't have anything. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Marvel discussion. We probably touched on so much on the Marvel discussion. Appreciate King and Incognito educating us on the Secret Wars, and going to have to do some catching up and on that series and read up and see what happening and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much that concludes today's podcast.
I recommend watching this shit or reading up on this shit because almost every Marvel game coming out is about this series.
You heard him. Catch up, read up. And Robert, tell them where you can catch up and read up on.
Dope Spill Comics, Comics Explained, Marvel Unlimited. I won't tell you how to find it for free.
Hello? Did he dip out?
No, we here. Oh, well, appreciate that, Robert. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all so much. Next podcast, we're going to be discussing the potential of mobile MMOs converting to console, and how a certain game is getting extreme success on the
Yeah,
console
Genshin,
market
them
right
Genshin,
now.
doing a damn good
So,
job.
so we'll be discussing that on our next podcast. So tune in for that next week.
Well, I guess I'm supposed to start
Same-
playing that shit, right?
Same time and channel. Same time and channel. Here on the console media. You got any other suggestions that you would like us to discuss on the podcast? Hit us up on our social media platforms at Console Media ENT on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And that's pretty much it. We'll be streaming. We'll be streaming Thursday and Friday on Twitch at Console Media ENT. Check us out there. Tomorrow we'll be streaming. We'll be streaming the Old School Gears. Old School Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Anybody that want to join? Anybody that want to join and join us on the screen? You know what I'm saying? Feel free to join. We'll be streaming that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time. Don't know exactly what we'll be streaming Friday, but we'll have it together by the, we'll have it together before then. But until those times, y'all take care. Have a good night. Wear a mask. Go vote. And most important of all, do your best to support one another out there. Console me out.
Peace.